Hi, I want to teach you an advanced topic on Windows 8. And Windows 8 is coming out, and there are these Ultrabooks, and the Ultrabooks have really good processors, but the problem with them is they run really slow. And usually the Ultrabooks are set up to conserve your battery. They're set up in power saver mode, and there's also a balanced mode, but there's also a high performance mode usually on your computer. And to get the most out of your Ultrabook, you might want to set that up for the high performance. And here, what I've done is I've created a shortcut, and I call this Kick Ass. It's the highest performance of my my notebook here, my Ultrabook. And when I kick on this, it's going to go into high performance mode. I kick on this, it'll set it up to be a balanced mode, and I can click on this to favor the battery life, which will run really slow. Again, you can get to a couple of these by going here to your battery power and just clicking. Now it's on power saver, now it's on balanced, but we don't see an option on the screen to get it to run faster. So if I make a little icon for it, I can just run the little icon and it'll go into the high speed, high power mode. But it's going to be blowing through my batteries really fast. So anyways, what I'm going to do is teach you how to make these little icons. Then you can add these little icons if you wanted to your taskbar. And then you just double click on them to get it to run faster, or to get it to run balanced, or to get it to run in battery saver mode. And the reason why I've created these is if you have a touch screen, you can touch these with your fingers, and you can change the speed of your system. So anyways, let me show you how to do that. It's a little complicated. We'll go to the start menu down here, and we'll type in command. We get the command prompt. That'll pop up on the screen. Then we type in power config, POWER CFG, and then we'll do a -L, and it'll show us the power state that we're in right now. So if we look, we see an asterisk down here. It's in power saver mode right now. But if I run Kick-Ass here, and I do it again, POWER CFG -L. Now it says high performance. Okay, so I'll show you how to make those. What I'm going to do is type it in again, POWER CFG -L, and then I'm going to direct this to a file called power.txt. Okay, so I direct it with the greater than power.txt. Little complicated, but we'll show you how this works. Then I want to go to my desktop, and I want to do, I'm clicking on my desktop with the right mouse button. I'm going to go new, and I'm going to do a shortcut. Okay, type the location of the item. So we want, first of all, to find the power config command, and I know where that's on my C drive. Actually, we'll just browse for it. It'll take a couple of seconds, but you'll see where it is. C drive in the Windows folder, in the System32 folder, and we'll look for a power config in the P's. Okay, there it is right there. She's okay. And what we want to do is we want to set active. Set active. And then what we want to do is we want to look at this file here. And we want to pretty much put this long string in there. And the reason why I did the power config -L and directed it to a file, I'll show you if we open up the File Explorer here. I'll hold the Shift key down and I'll click on the File Explorer again. Then I have to go to my C drive, and I have to go into Users, Randy, and then I'm going to look for the power.txt file that we just created. I'm going to double click on that, and then I'm going to take this. I will take the high performance, and I'm going to select this holding the left mouse button down. Control C to copy it, and I'll go here to my shortcut and I'll paste it in. So now I have power config set active, and I pasted this long string in. And I can do a next, and we can call this whatever we want. Last one I called kick-ass. This one I could call high performance if I wanted to. Or I could call it turbo. That sounds good. Anyways, so now I have an icon out here on the screen. And again, if you wanted to make an icon, you just, well, I'll show you how to do that. So let's shrink this down, shrink that down, shrink this down. Now I can take Turbo, do a Control C, copy it, click over here, Control V to paste it, and then we can rename this to be, we already have balanced, but I'll call this Did I type that right? No, I did not type it right. Okay, so I got balanced 2, and then we're going to right mouse button click on it, go to properties, and I'm just going to paste a different string in there. So we'll go back down here, and balanced is this top one up here. So I just selected Control C to copy it. See how I'm doing this? And then I come down here and I do a paste, Control V to paste it, and then do an apply. So now if I double click on that, it's going to run in balanced mode, and to double check it to see if it really is in balanced mode, I can do a power config -L. And now see the asterisk here is in balanced mode. So again, we can go through this step one more time and make a one for the battery saver or the power saver. Now again, power saver means it's going to be the, actually I'll just show you how to do that. Right mouse button, click on it, go to properties. Actually we have to copy it first. Control C, Control V. Now I have balanced, rename it. I'm just clicking on it with the mouse button. Now it's called BAT then. Then I'll do properties, and I'm going to take this right here, Control C, I'm going to paste it in here, Control V, then do apply, OK. Now when I double click on that, and then I run the power config again. You don't have to run the power config, but if you think that you might be doing it wrong, you can run the power config to double check it. Okay, and now it is in power saver mode. So if you had an Ultrabook that seemed to be running sluggishly, you can create little icons if you have a touch screen. And again, we can pin these down to the taskbar, or we can put them up on the start bar as well, or on the start screen. So we can pin it to the start screen, we can pin it to the taskbar. We can also go into properties. If you remember, we've done another video where we can go into change the icons. Now we don't have a real large choice of icons here. So you could choose whatever icon you wanted to that seemed like it was going faster. You know, find one of the icons here that you want to associate with. I don't really see anything faster. Maybe this has a greater has an arrow on it, so maybe it seems like it's going faster. We'll choose apply and OK. And now, actually, we have that set for battery. The battery mode, but at least you can see how we applied an icon to it. You can also get ICO files. So if you found a file that ended in an ICO, that's an icon file. You can create your own icons with a bunch of icon editors that are out on the network as well, out on the internet. So, but anyways, that's generally how you do it. And if you have the little buttons there, then you should be able to get the computer to run a little bit faster. Okay, hope you understand.